Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
My upgraded video camera software is crap. It doesn't work like the old one.
Your video is frozen now.
Yeah, they screwed up the program on the last update. It doesn't behave like it used.
Yes, they outsourced it to India or something.
Yeah. There we go.
But did you read this article about Boeing and they outsourcing? So
Boeing?
it was
No.
a few years ago, so they planes started to fall down,
Yeah. They screwed up. Yeah, they made a mistake.
Yeah. And they tried to find why it happens. And they found that the problem is in software. But then they found that they have 0 engineers now inside Boeing. Everything is outsourced to India. So they cannot even fix the problem because they don't know how.
What happened with Boeing, Yvonne, was pure greed. They made a new jet and they said, we don't need to train on that because that's going to cost money. So what happened was people died. 3 or 4 planes crashed and people died. And Boeing got embarrassed for being stupid and lost all trust in the world, including mine. And now they're trying to say, oh, it was a software problem. No, it was a management decision problem. And they screwed up and lost all trust. Yeah.
Well, but it happens everywhere in the world. So we try to outsource. They try to, what's the word for this? To make money, right? So they don't care about reputation anymore. So who cares?
Yeah.
We can get money now.
Yep. I used to trust Boeing. I used to trust Volkswagen. Once they lied to me, they've had it. I trust them 0 anymore after that.
Okay. So my recommendation is to buy, if you are going to buy a car, buy Lada, Russian Lada, because it's made of iron steel. There is literally nothing to be broken. Sergey, am I right?
A rust bucket. Yeah.
Yes.
Sergey is not happy about my jokes, I see, about Russia.
Because I had a Lada and I fixed it myself.
Yeah, and but tell us the truth. So you fixed you by yourself with a hammer and duct tape. Is it right?
Without hammer, no.
Without. Yeah, good. Nesma, do you understand what we're talking about?
You're talking about cars, right? And you are recommending a Russian brand? Am I right?
Yeah, because Russian cars, they have 0 electronics, they have everything mechanics, everything made of steel, steel, like iron. So it's a kind of very, what's the word for this? Resilient thing. You cannot break it easily.
Oh,
Resilient.
that would work for me because I always make accidents. I'm a bad driver, so that would be a good choice.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Minimum technology, very primitive and basic. Yeah.
Sergey, please.
On the other hand, you can fix this car myself with WD-40 and installation tape everywhere, every time.
Yes.
I'm surprised you know WD-40. I'm impressed.
Yes, very famous here. So there are some kind of engineering jokes, and they say so they build kind of what we call decision diagram, right? So should it move? If yes, use WD-40. If no, use duct tape. So thing is fixed.
Yeah, we say it differently. We say if it should move and doesn't, use the hammer. If it shouldn't move and does, use the duct tape.
Well, do you know what is duct tape?
It is like
Because I don't know, there are some kind of duct tape. They are transparent, we call it scotch in Russian. I don't know.
Oh,
Do you use this name?
Yeah, Scotch tape is different than duct tape. Duct tape is actually made of kind of like cloth, and you can tear it, and it's very sticky, very sticky. Scotch tape is different. That's for like paper. That's for taping paper. Yes, duct tape is for taping anything.
Yeah, I was not sure that you use this scotch name, so that's why I asked.
Yeah, Scotch tape is only for paper. Yeah.
Yeah, paper, yeah. For students, right? For school. For school.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Better than us. Still. Let me enlarge my screen. Okay, it's readable.
I put the new names in bold just to make it a little easier for you, Ivan.
Thank you very much. Yep.
Maybe old characters, but the name I didn't know before. Now I know the name.
Okay. One more second. Okay, so Wasans is not joining. Okay, we will not wait. Trying to find. Okay. Ready. Teacher, could you please allow me to record? To record.
Okay. I'm sorry I didn't make you the co-host.
Okay, ready? Something happened with my Zoom as always. Zoom don't cooperate with me. Okay.
I just made you co-host. I don't know if that messed anything or not. Okay, got the recording message. Okay.
Hello. Welcome to our movie club, or should we call it Sunday movie club or something? So today we continue with a series Better Than Us, episode 3 this time. So when we have a few new characters, as Teacher Lee said, he what was market them in bold font, right? What is it, market, Teacher Lee, or kind of?
We would just say I bolded them.
Bolded them. Wow,
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Bolded them for our convenience. So, Vova, please tell us who are these new characters.
Nikolai Safronov,
Mhm.
George's father.
What do you think about his father?
He's grumpy.
Grumpy, a little bit. Okay.
He has a broken robot.
Okay, which brings us to second point, right?
Alex. Nikolai's bot.
Assistant bot. What do you think? Did Nikolai bought this bot, Alex?
I think no.
It's kind of a social service or something. We will learn this. So that's why probably this bot is crappy, right? Broken. Okay, who else?
Alexei Stepanovich. Vic's wife's father. Vic's father-in-law.
Do you understand what this means, father-in-law?
The father of your wife. It's your father-in-law.
Well, okay. Well, if you say sister-in-law, do you understand what does mean? Brother-in-law, mother-in-law.
It's the same.
Yeah, the same. So it's not your family by blood, right? By family by law, right? So, okay. And what do you think about Alexei Stepanovich? He seems to be a kind of powerful man, right? So, and now we see what is the Vic's role in this family.
Yeah.
Teacher, I interrupted you about this father-in-law or something.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Svetlana, who is this?
Svetlana, Vic's wife, and Alexei's daughter.
Daughter. Okay, we understand this. And Olegovich Roman. It's usually wrote here, right? So it's the owner of the morgue, which is quite interesting. Sergey, do you know that morgues in Russia could be private?
I didn't know that. I was surprised. Yeah.
I thought it was related to the government, something from the government. No owner.
it's my impression as well. So I cannot imagine this service can be private. So it's something strange. But probably he is a director or some kind of clerk who is in charge of this department or something. Okay, Vlad, Varlamov, Sandarina, Polis, Kalik, new name and all characters. So we just learned his name, right?
Yeah.
Good. Any questions about characters? Do we remember anyone? Everyone from the list? Guys, do you have any questions? Nope. Good. Let's go to the questions then.
So we get to learn some Russian names in this series. Oleg and
yeah. I kind of surprised that they did not change the names, right? To something international. Alex, Tom, John.
Yeah.
Okay.
It adds flavor.
Salma? Okay. Okay, let's go to the question. So number 1. Anyone? Shaima, please.
Hello, Mr. Ivan. Hello, Shirley. Explain who Alex is. Alex is a manufacturing assistant bot whom Nikolai Sabernov, Georgie's father, own, and it's for a model that apparently has many times before manufacturing many times before, so it has some problems, technical problems. The technician determined to visit it with its owner for support and fixing the robot, and ask later his son to help him. And we can see Alex so helpful in making drinks or deal. He can go pharmacy to buy some medicines for Nikolai.
Yeah, but what do you think in general? Is it a good thing to have a bot to send in the grocery shop or pharmacy?
Of course. All of us need this kind of bot.
It's a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't we have this already by this, delivery services? So why I need my own bot if restaurant deliver everything to me in my house?
He is the one who can determine if he permits to send me have a problem technician fixing or not. I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Shaima, what do you think? Why this bot is getting into troubles? Why he's broken again and again? What do you think?
The episode said that it's for a golden type model, so it's an early model that had many problems. Is it what you want in?
Yep.
Okay. The opposite is some bots like Rize. It's advanced one.
Well, I have a lot of jokes about, this municipality services and everything that comes from government, So,
yeah.
So we usually say, what if we use something, some device does not buzzle at all, like making sounds. So what it is a device made by government to make a buzzle sound. So exactly opposite. Okay, I think we understand who is Alex, but Alex is kind of important in our story, right? Because it's we will see.
We will sympathize with him later.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Svetlana. Do we have a volunteer from question number 2? Salma, please.
Yes. Explain who Svetlana. The names are very difficult to pronounce.
Yes.
Okay. She is Victor's wife. She is Alex's daughter, and also she has a medical condition, but they didn't mention it, I think.
Mhm. Yeah. What else can we say? Can we say about this family, Svetlana and Vika?
Sorry again?
What else can we say? Can we say about this family, about Svetlana, Vic?
I think that Victor want to succeed, or just he marry her to take over this company. I think.
Yeah.
He
It's what I
aims
think as
to
well.
be
Yeah.
the boss one day, as because of that he didn't want to fail.
Mhm.
Just to make his father-in-law trust him.
Yeah.
And make him take over the company.
So he married on the capital, right? On the company, on some influence, on capital. So to get this father-in-law, it's my impression.
Yeah.
Probably it's interesting fact that in Russian language we have two verbs for marry, and one is like say man, marry woman is one verb. It sounds in one way, and woman, marry man, it's another verb. So it's kind of we can translate it like get a husband or something like this. And sometimes when people get married for the capital, we use the second word, like from woman perspective.
Okay, so you're saying that the woman's verb for marry kind of implies you need someone to take care of you, or you want to leech off of someone.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So in this movie, get a wife for for something for the company.
Yeah, we just say she married into money or she married into power. We just kind of say what she married into. She married for love, she married for money, or she married for power. Yeah. Okay.
I see. Sergey, I know that you from your phone. So if you cannot raise your hand in the phone, just you can you can raise your real hand. It will work.
Okay. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go further. Number 3. Anyone? Shaima, please.
Upon meeting Arisa in his apartment, what advice does she give him, and what does he decide to do about it? Okay, when his daughter Sonia introduces her as our boss, Arisa suggested that Georgie should remove his jacket because it has some nitrosolvent on it from his accident incident. And Georgie doubts about her and wonders how she could know such an important information like that. So he researches who is its owner to return the boat back. But at this point, his search was unsuccessful.
Yeah, so as far as I remember, he asked this some remote support assistant, right? He asked, "Can you find an owner if I bring you a boat?" And the answer was yes. We have the scanner or something, right?
George don't like robots, firstly, and he may feel some doubts about Arisa itself because she knows a lot of information about him, and he is involved in huge crime. So maybe he feels that she could lead him to the police.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Did we answer, teacher? Did we miss something? We forgot about this jacket.
No. She brought out a good point. Georgie doesn't like robots. He treats his own morgue bot at work, Basil. He treats that robot, rudely. He's not polite to that robot at all. He treats it like a machine. So he doesn't like robots.
Yeah. Maybe it will be important future in the story, right? So this personal conflict or something. Nesma, would you like to add this question or the next one?
The next one, if you don't mind.
Please.
Okay.
Let's take
What do Ella and Marina do after Gorgi and family leave the apartment, and why? So they were watching the house. They, had an eye out for any evidence or something to lead them during the court against Gorgi. So they decided to plant some cameras inside the house, all over the room. Yes, for custody, for taking the custody away of Gorgi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sneaky women.
What would be a good language to describe this? So they are collecting evidence to blackmail him, right? Something like this.
Yeah.
They're sneaky.
So he's under surveillance. So they're surveilling him.
Surveilling him.
Secretly surveilling him to catch him in the criminal act or something like that.
Do you think it's a kind of bad behavior or it's fine?
I would say that Ella was so smart to invite Gorgi to her house, so she could implant cameras, do whatever, because technically this is her house. If he takes the kids to his own house, she wouldn't do anything. And I don't like the wife here, Ella, and don't like her friend. They are just,
I would say,
seeking problems.
Cold
and
heart.
No, that
Yeah.
is called what?
Cold heart, right? So they don't have like kind of feelings. They're not passionate, but they trying to gut him, right? Gut him out. What's the word?
They are divorced in a way, but still he's the father of her kids. So this is so mean from that side.
Yep, agreed. Sergey, can you help us with this?
Yes, I remember from the American movies, if you found the proofs via hidden cameras and illegal things, you will not use these proofs in the judge because it's illegal. But maybe all people understand that you are a crime, but the proofs are not illegal. Are illegal, and that's why I think maybe in Russia in the future we will be able to have the similar things, and now we can use hidden cameras. Now in Russia it's illegal.
It's legal?
Legal, yeah.
Illegal.
This is her house.
Illegal. Okay.
Illegal? This is her house.
Yeah, but you have to. It should be written somewhere, or should be known that you are recording. So if it was hidden and it was not clear for everyone, so it will not be used. Yeah. There are a few exceptions. So public cameras and police cameras, there are exceptions.
I was going to say an example of this is Zoom. We're not allowed to record someone secretly. So in Zoom, when Yvonne clicks record, what happens? Every one of us gets a message on our screen, pops up and says, Yvonne is recording this. Is that okay? And you have to click okay. You have to agree that it's okay for Yvonne to record this meeting. That's because of the law.
Yeah. And on some modern phones nowadays, you cannot silence the recording sound. So it's always be kind of beep, 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 you are recorded. So
yeah, beep, beep, beep.
Sergey, would you like to answer question number 5?
When Igor tries to visit Жанна at botnet, what happened? As I remember, and he he didn't invite to go inside because he didn't understand what happened, because the guys from this bar prepared some actions of day for they I don't know how to explain, for they war with bullets, and they prepared, and they didn't know can we trust him or not. That's why they have to check him. He had to go through an initiation.
Yeah, you're right. So he's nobody for them, right? He's just a guy who is dating their friend. So that's all, right? So why should we trust him? Maybe he's a future police officer or something, right? So yeah. So it's understandable. But I like it the way how it was in this bar. So they say, private event today, go away. But Жанна found him, do you remember, and explained him what is going on. So he went for a bot, if I'm right at this moment. Okay, Vova, could you please answer number 6?
When visiting the burnt out morgue site, what does Detective Varlamov conclude about what caused the fire? He was searching for some clue, and he found the memory chip.
And what does it mean?
So liquidators, when they burn or destroy something, they always take memory chip as a souvenir.
I think good word here is a trophy, right?
Trophy.
So good memory chip as a trophy, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Good. What do you think? Why George did not get this memory chip? Because obviously he tried to what's the word for set up liquidators, right? He tried to fake this. So why did he not extract this chip?
Because he didn't know about it.
I think so. Yeah, I think so that he did not know, right? So for him, it was a surprise, and it's good, right? Good that police kind of hide this this ritual, right? They did not talk about this on TV because all the copycats could continue, could have more information.
Yeah. Remember, he kept watching the news, hearing about the liquidators. So he knew bits and pieces of what they did, but maybe not all the details. Yeah. He screwed up.
No, actually, I was surprised about these memory cards as well. Memory chip cards. So yeah, so liquidators. So I think we will find out something about this in the future. I think so. It must be a reason for these chips to extract them. Okay, let's go to the next one, number 7. Shaim, please.
Describe what happens when Georgie, Sonia, and Reza visit robotic sports. Firstly, Georgie goes there to have Alex to return him back to his dad and discuss with the technician. And he tried to ask him who is the owner of Reza. But he finds that she is not registered to anyone. So he decided to make her in cage with some robots to maybe to return it back to its owners later. His daughter feels poor sympathized to her robot, and he forced her to back with him to the car. But at this moment, Sonia jumps towards Reza in her cage, and Reza sees that an oncoming truck is going to clash or to run over Sonia. she could break its cage door and runs towards Sonia and arrests her, yeah, as a real mom. Take her in her arms just in time to save Sonia's life. So reluctantly, George was obliged to return back with Eraser and the family as a one of their family.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a very intense moment, right? With this truck or with this car. So I was surprised to.
Yeah, she is a kind of robot that have a feeling intellectual.
Yeah.
So it's not like any robot.
Yeah. She kind of can. What she can predict what is going on, right? And she can kind of analyze the situation. So she's a bit different, right? But in this scene, I like it. This public service workers, right? So they are so plausible, so true. So they are not interested in doing their job. So lazy.
Yeah. Fill out a form. Fill out a form. Go fill out a form.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to number 8. Kronos board of directors. Salma, please.
Alex's proposal to the Kronos board of directors to save money for the corporation. Just that he can replace human workers with robots, and if we do that, so we can save money.
I understood.
So this is the proposal that he can replace.
Yeah, I understood a little bit. I'm sorry. We have a delay. That's why I'm interrupting you. Yeah, I understood it a little bit different. I understood it like Alexei, this powerful man. He was talking to some politicians, and he was talking about make the retirement age something about 40. He said we don't need people anymore. We will replace them with bots, so you can send these people to the retirement.
Yeah,
How I understood.
And it's cheaper.
Yes, and replacing with robots.
Yeah, so he's saying it's cheaper to let people retire, 20 years early and pay them retirement for 20 years. It's cheaper to do that and replace them with a robot now, because in the next 20 years, the robot will save them so much money that it's cheaper to retire them early and pay them for 20 years than to keep them working for 20 more years. So,
and it is actual service for them.
So it looks like it's helping, it's doing good for the human, but really it's putting robots in early and getting rid of the humans. Yeah.
Nesma, can you play devil advocate on this question?
Can I play what?
Devil's advocate. So to try to protect another point.
That was so mean. Actually, I felt the pain because I am against those kind of governments. They are trying to just get rid of people like that. How would they feel? How those people will live? That was so mean from the government. But I can't play the devil's advocate because there wouldn't be any excuse for them.
Okay,
the government is for serving people. So take it.
Yeah. The devil's advocate, you say what's bad about it.
Really?
Yeah, and that's what you just said. People lose their jobs, so now they got nothing to do. They've been replaced by a robot. So what does a human do? He feels like I'm useless now.
And this summarizes the whole thing about bots in the future. People are going to disappear. People are going to be unemployed.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be, just bots.
You're making me to play for another side. Okay, so let me let me try to advocate for another side. You know, people now will be free from their boring jobs in the office, so they will start, you know, jogging in the morning, you know, walking in the forest, drawing the pictures, and you know, other interesting jobs.
How can a broke person do all of these activities?
Yeah.
But
The problem is, you know, if all of us suddenly didn't have to work, how would you spend your time? When you get up in the morning, how many people are going to go out there and jog in the morning and exercise and do good stuff? And how many are going to sit around, watch TV, eat food, get fat, do drugs, be bored? You know, most people probably couldn't handle it.
Sergey, what do you think?
Yes, I agree with Teacher Lee. And if you remember when radio came to the world, and we saw that it's a new era, we will know more information, but on the other hand, we had more propaganda, and we had two worldwide because of propaganda. And when television came to us, we started to think, yes, and we will have more information, but not. We had more TV series, stupid games, and and when internet came, and a lot of people saw that now we have new era, a lot of information, a lot of teachers, a lot of courses, not a lot of people games, a lot of people download porn. It's all, and progress didn't open the new opportunity, like Ivan told, and a lot of people started to jogging, started to train. Not I don't see this symbol.
I forgot whose quote is this, but it was something like, if something can be misused, it will be misused badly, or something like this.
TikTok challenges, yeah.
But in fact, Sergey, internet gave us a lot of opportunities. People, you know, getting courses from Massachusetts University, you know.
Yes, Ivan, yes, and you are talking about a little bit percentage. I think 10% maybe. Yes, sure, I can use the MIT courses via Coursera or other platform, but my experience showed me that a lot of people started to see reels, TikTok challenges, and games, and you could use brilliant courses. Not you started to see TikTok challenges.
Okay, Nesma, if you agree with Teacher Lee and Sergey, and people just don't know what to do with their free time, is it bot's fault or it's our fault that we don't know what to do with our free time?
I believe that human beings were not built for this, for just staying on the couch and doing some sports. No, I don't believe in this. Some people without jobs feel so frustrated and even depressed. I believe in this. So some people need to feel like they are making differences in the society by having jobs and doing changes and stuff like that. So staying aside and watching bots doing everything wouldn't be a good thing, I believe.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't quite understand you. So if you want to be realized, right? If you want to make something, why do you need a job for this? Why you can do it, you know, on your own? So let's say write a poem or make a picture or something.
You're talking about habits. Those are habits.
Discipline.
Yes.
Self-motivation. Most people can't do it.
Not principal things, not main things that people wake up for every morning, I believe. Right? I can't live for painting, for example.
Yeah.
I'm going to live the next 40 years just to paint. No, even AI can paint. So,
Okay, so we will see problem with self-motivation. I'm just starting to be advocate of bots. You know, my point is that it's not a bot's fault that we are so low motivated and lazy.
It's not the bot's fault, but it is human nature that the less we have to do, the less we will do.
yes, exactly.
Okay, I agree with this.
If you've ever seen the movie Wall-E,
yeah,
robots start doing everything. So humans are fat people that lie on a couch all day long, and the robot brings them everything, even brings them food, even puts the food in their mouth. So humans in the future are so fat they can't even stand up. Their legs won't support their body weight. So that's how Wall-E showed the future.
Well, I totally agree with this. It's kind of dystopian future or something. But you know, this kind of bar is changing all the time. Let's say today I had to cut grass on my backyard, right? So I used a how we call it, grass mower or something. So I use device for this. For my grandfather, it will be, you know, something not acceptable. So you cannot do it with your hands, with the side. So what man you are? So, but for me, it's fine. So I think it will be inflated a little bit to the state when robots will do everything.
Yeah. And I
you are not.
no.
Well,
you see here, Ivan, I would say that in both cases, this is just an evolution for the tools that you are using. But we are talking now about human beings are being replaced.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm not talking about the tool. No.
But my gardener, he is replaced by this device.
No, you are the gardener.
No, I am. Yeah, I am the gardener of myself for myself. Yeah. Okay, let's go further. So, if I'm correct, it was number 9 about Gleb and Vadim. Is it right? Nesma, would you like to answer number 9?
Actually, I had a question. Yeah, after the meeting of the minister and Vic and Alexei. Alexei had a conversation with his son-in-law, and he threatened him because the minister is going to take a move. But I didn't understand what was that about. I couldn't understand. So he has 2 days to get the superbot, or else the minister would do what?
As far as I understood, so to start this program, they have to demonstrate the bot that will work instead of human, but they don't have this bot. So that was the problem, as far as I understood.
Yeah, what happened here was, okay, Vic and the dad, the father-in-law, gave an idea to the board. And he said, you've already given them the idea of replacing humans with bots to save money. If you don't do it, so Vic said, well, what can they do? We make the robots. So they have to wait for us. And the father-in-law said, no, if you don't produce the robots, they will find another way. They will outsource and pay other companies to make the robots. They will take your idea, and if you can't do it quickly, they'll throw you away, and they'll find they'll get money, and they'll make it happen themselves. So that was the threat. If you don't do it, they will find a way to do it. So you better do it quick before they find a way to do it and don't need you at all. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anyone for number 9? Vadim and Gleb. Sharima, please.
Why does Gleb reject Vadim in his ambulance? Vadim is accosted by Gleb, who tells him that Kronos has lost a bot named Ereza, and that surveillance taps show that Reza could only have left the culprit in his ambulance. So he showed him the true accusation about them, and Vadim pretended to not recognize her picture, and that Gleb showed him. Then Gleb tell Vadim to be on the lookout for Ariza, so she can be returned to the corporate again. What I can't understand later, why when he see will see Ariza not catch her or return her back to the corporate.
I think that he knows that she killed one in the company. I can't remember his. He's afraid of killing him if he try to get her.
I think he wants to be sure. I think he wants to be sure that the robot he's thinking of is really that robot.
Yeah, he still doubts about if she is the robot or not.
I think so. I think he wants to be sure.
I think it was a coincidence.
Yeah. You don't want to tell him you got it if you don't, right? Because then you're in trouble. So I think he wants to be sure it's the right robot before he says he's got he knows where the robot is.
Mhm.
I think.
Hi. Thank you.
Teacher. But I think that he is afraid of her because when she looked at him, he tried to hide. So I felt that he's afraid of her because he already knows that she killed a man in the company, and she right.
Okay. That's true. He knows that she's a killer robot. Yeah. So he's got to proceed carefully.
Okay, we understand this. Okay, let's talk about friendship. So Yegor and Dmitry. Well, could you answer, please, number 10?
Explain how the friendship of Igor and Dmitry is tested and describe the outcome.
So Yegor is the son of George, right? And Dmitry?
George?
Georgi.
Georgi.
And Dmitry? Who is Dmitry?
Dmitry is his a friend.
Who tried to hide him, right? In the previous episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so how the friendship was tested?
I don't remember how it was tested, but I remember the outcome.
Okay, please.
Dmitry betrayed Yegor, and they are not friends anymore.
Why Yegor needed a robot? So why they tried to steal a bot?
To go to this party?
Yeah. To present this bot like a trophy, right, on this party. So to actually be invited to the party, right? So it was a ticket. Good. And why Dmitry betrayed him? What do you think?
Because Dmitry understood that it was a bad idea.
It was against the law, at least, right? So you can be. I think you are a crime if you're trying to get a bot, right? Okay, number 11, Georgi and his dad. What can we say about this? Okay, I see everyone is ready. Salma, would you like to?
Yes. Let's describe the relationship between Gorgi and his dad. Is it Gorgi or Georgie?
Either one.
Or
Yeah, either one. They say Georgie in the movie, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the relationship, his dad seems like Alex more than his son. The two are not on friendly terms. Georgie chose to live in the morgue rather than to live with his father. Because of that, I think his father depended on Alex in everything instead of her son.
Yeah, I would say that his father is judgmental, that he's skeptical. But I like it the moment when Georgi said, my wife gave me custody and allowed me to live in the apartment. And his father immediately understands what is going on. And he said,
Yeah.
skeptically, he said, she's an idiot now, right? So he tried to give a clue to his son, but it did not work.
Yeah.
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 So they did not have a good relationship, don't have good relationship. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go to the next one. Nesma, could you please?
Yeah, sure. Okay. That was number 12, right?
Right.
Describe Varlamov's argument with his boss, Spitov.
Okay, well, let's find who is who.
Yeah, the detective and his boss.
Yes,
Right?
exactly. Yeah.
So the detective looks like he's not professional enough, but he depends on his feelings. So he's trying to convince his boss that Panin, the corpse, the dead body, was killed, not just by heart attack. No, he was killed, and the morgue was set on fire on purpose to cover the crime. So he has a feeling that there is a murder and stuff like that, a crime. But his boss is warning him because he was dismissed before from the division. What was it? Homicide division.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now for the same reason he's going to be dismissed for the cybercrime division. Yeah, because he doesn't have any concrete evidence.
Well, for myself, I explain the situation like a different priorities, different motivation for the boss and the detective. Sergey, please.
Yes, and I agree with you. And as I remember, they discussed about subculture movement of children who killed a robot and the serious consequences of missing a robot from Kronos. And Varlamov wanted to explain to his boss that the movement of liquidators it's a childhood game. It's not serious. We don't have to work with this. We have to go to this Kronos because those causes of future consequences is Kronos robot. And that's why some discussion and August Svetov pressed Varlamov, and he told about previous problems and previous fires of job. That's why Varlamov chose to work alone with this finding this missing robot, and he wanted to continue to work with dead body in the first series.
Well, it's interesting conflict, right? So, detective has his point of view, right? He strictly believes in one thing, but his boss believes in different things. So what? it's often
not difficult.
Yeah.
It's not difficult because subculture of liquidator as a popular. It's they all social media showed this moments with the kills of robots. That's why people whoa, it's a hype, and we have to know who is the liquidator. but no one knew about Arisa. Only several people knew about Arisa and one dead body. It's understandable. We can see this problem every day, everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. So media hype, it's kind of drives many things, right? So you cannot resist this. When everyone is talking about this, you should put your priorities into resolving these cases.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's go. What is the next one? Number 13, I guess, right?
You can jump around on the questions, Ivan, if time runs out. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, but I think this it's important questions.
Okay.
Shaima, could you please, number 13?
What becomes a key piece of evidence against Georgie and explain how in a past scene we can see Reina, the detective, shows a video of a man in a jacket entering the morgue the night of the fire, and the jacket with a popular brand, Falcon. And this piece of evidence is what certainly Varlamov was need for. He is now on one question. Is this jacket for Georgie or not? He believes that the arson was not belongs to the liquidators because the ship piece is still in the pots, and George is the one who will benefit from these arsons. So he will visit his apartment later to search for the jacket, and the robot will risk her friends.
Okay. Vasant, I just noticed you joined, so I'm sorry, but the list of participants is long and I missed this. Would you like to answer the next question, Vasant?
Yeah, the question number
14.
14. Describe how Arisa figured out that Georgie is arsonist. The police are looking for. I think she found out the jacket from television, the news clip. She somehow recognized the jacket when he left the home, I think. So she desired to hide the jacket in order to save him from the police.
Don't you think it's too much intellect for a robot? You know, to watch news to understand that this is the same jacket as my own.
Yeah. There are millions of people in the city, and one just random CCTV clip made her to desire that it's Georgie, and no, it's his jacket, something like that. That's too odd.
Yeah, I think it's not that easy. You know, let's say dogs, they're smart enough, right? But no dog will watch the TV, understand. So when my dog watch me on the TV, he doesn't recognize me.
Well, remember when Georgie first met Arisa, what did she say to him? You have nitro solvent, a toxic, on your jacket.
Yep.
Then later she sees that jacket was being worn by a man who burned down the morgue. So she said, jacket, morgue, fire, Georgie's jacket, nitro solvent on it. Was he at the morgue and caught you started the fire with a nitro solvent? She drew these pieces of information together and concluded.
And
the
the laboratory is also where he was working, so that's also a connection.
Yeah. But remember, she smelled the nitro solvent, the flammable on his jacket when they first met.
Yeah, Sergey, please.
Yeah. Why did Arisa help Georgie? Georgie is not a user of Arisa. His daughter user is Arisa, but I think it's a strange for me because Arisa has to help only her users, the small lady and
you probably
your brother.
Sergey, you probably missed the small part. So in the previous episode, Arisa logged in Georgie as a main user because he's an adult in the family. So Georgie now is the main user of Arisha.
Yeah, remember he logged in the girl. She logged in the little girl, and then she logged in Igor as a secondary user. And while Georgie was sleeping, she logged in him as a primary user too. And then she said, the family is complete. Daughter, son, father, and now mother. She's the mother in the family now.
Exactly. Okay, so we have very few time, so let me please kind of combine the rest of the questions into main questions. So first one is about party of liquidators and what Igor brought there, how and why. Well, could you answer about this party of liquidators and Igor behavior?
Okay. Igor the boss went to the store again, and Nikolai called Igor and
asked for help.
Asked for help. But Georgie found the robot, but he didn't bring it home to Nikolai. He lied that he didn't find it.
Okay. And what he did with the bot?
He killed him.
Probably, I don't know, can we say killed the bot? But he stabbed him with a knife, right? And extracted this chip, right? So he passed the initiation. Okay. What was the party of the liquidators? What did they do on this party?
They hang up robots.
Yeah, why? It was a performance, right? Just to show how I don't know what we are, what we do. Okay, it's the first part, and the last part, the last important part is the episode. It's about this detective who came into George's house and tried to investigate, right? Trying to find the jacket. Anyone who would like to describe this situation, this scene? Nesma, would you like to?
Yeah, sure. So the detective looks determined to find an evidence, a piece of evidence. So he went to the house. I believe he knew that Georgi wasn't there. So he wanted to find a jacket. So he can go to his boss and convince him once again. But he couldn't expect the existence of the smart bot there. She was so super. Yeah, she was so super actually. She knew that he didn't have a court permission. She knew that he is going to look for the jacket. She made a plan ahead, and she was a step forward than him actually. So she was amazing. He couldn't find anything thanks to her.
Yeah. Anyway, she already destroyed the evidence, right? So she washed up this jacket.
I thought she set fire on it, but I couldn't see anything.
I don't know if she just hit it. I guess she probably hit it before the search. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I don't know if she destroyed it, but I think she hit it before the search.
She put it into washing machine, so it's already in laundry machine, so it's already cleared.
But I think she got rid of it when she went to buy milk.
Yep.
That's right. When her excuse to go get milk was to get that jacket out of the apartment. Correct. That was in her bag, in her grocery bag.
Yeah.
Her priority is not for the law or for following the law and helping detectives, police, and etc. No, it's her number one priority is her family, as she calls them.
Exactly.
So that was impressive.
Yeah, it's a
Everyone
very
needs
very good observation. And I don't believe that if ever we get these robots, the priority will be the same. I think that priority will be government first, police second, copyright third, green activist fourth, and your priorities will be number 151 or something.
The first law, protect the family.
Sergey?
Yeah, and I remember about morgue, and I'm thinking about dead body. Some people send their dead body in the morgue for checking, and after fire, this dead body disappear. Imagine, and you have to make the funeral, and you have to take the body, but you can't. It's a bad thing, I think.
Well, sometimes it happens, so this avia catastrophe, sometimes you don't have a body, right, after all.
Okay, but you sent his body in the morgue.
Yeah, and they lost it, yeah.
What happened with morgue? But I didn't heard about fires in the morgue.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Okay, and the very last question about Maslovsky, or Maslow, it's a main engineer, right? The chief engineer in this corporation. Vasant, do you remember at the end of the episode what was he doing? Yeah, please.
Yes, he create another robot, looks like Ariza. Just because his boss asked him to find Arisa in one day, and he couldn't find her, so he chose a very simple way to deceive his boss that find her. So he created another one, same that looks at the same, and he said Arisa too.
Yeah. But I think it will work. I worked for engineering for a long time, and I knew for sure that on the first day you don't need a complete solution. You need something fresh, in a
just to hold on, just to keep it on hold. Yeah, but I think that it will not be at the same like Ariza, for sure. She will not be same. She is not. I think that she doesn't have the same intelligence, or she isn't intelligent like Arisa.
Probably we will know, right? Okay, that's all about the story in the episode. I wanted to share with you some small video. It's actually less than a minute, and it's a real news from America, Los Angeles, and you can see how people, let's call them modern liquidators, destroy the robots who try to deliver the food. So it already happens.
I watched it.
So today in America, people attack robots to try to deliver food. So they don't want to get.
But I think that they didn't want to damage their robot. They wanted to steal something.
Yeah, but we did have in California, they did have delivery robots, but the problem was there were so many of them on the sidewalks, they were crowding the sidewalks, and people couldn't walk on the sidewalks because of all the delivery robots. So people got really angry about the delivery robots. So yeah, people are gonna turn against robots when it becomes an inconvenience to them.
I have a few more videos I will share later from Moscow, and in Moscow people, they care about robots. So if robot cannot cross this crosswalk because cars don't let them go, people help robot to cross the road.
Yeah, I watched it. I think it's not strange because imagine you have a robot looks like a body, and I know some people who have vacuum cleaner robot, and they looks they are after a dog, and my stopper, my jack, and they talked with robots. Or hello, my robot. What problem? But I don't know how the young boy killed Alexei robots, and it's difficult because they looks like me.
Yeah. But you know, people say that teenagers and young child, they don't have compassionate yet, so they don't have empathy. So for them it's much easier. I don't know. It's what people talk. Okay, let's have a few slides. I think we can do one by a person or something. Vova, could you please start with this one?
Okay, this is Alex. Alex is broken, and I don't know, bot worker is checking him. Who is his owner? The bot don't respond.
Yeah, but please describe something. Describe uniform of this support engineer.
Very strange. He has a funny head.
Yeah. What else?
Pants.
Yeah, teacher, do you have a name for this pants? So which with kind of, how we call this with the straps?
Yeah, we call them coveralls.
Coveralls. It's very popular. So I think most of what we call blue collar workers, they use them on the workplaces. But what I like it about this picture, you know, it's kind of difference between this modern kind of laptop or something that it has, and please look at how it's attached. It's attached with a strange rope, you know.
Yeah.
Strange dirty rope. Yeah, so it's not a belt, even a belt. It's just
yeah.
a rope.
Yeah, pretty sloppy guy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what is this building?
Apotheke.
Pharmacy, probably.
Pharmacy.
Oh, okay. And who is this lady? What do you think?
This is like an ad.
A poster, right? A poster or advertisement, right? So
it may be digital. It may be moving. I can't remember.
Yeah.
A giant TV screen showing an advertisement. Yeah.
Yeah, and she is wearing uniform of white, which is usually means doctor or pharmacist or pharma worker or something, right? So the girl on the left, she's actually working in pharmacy, right? We can say because of this white robe, it's a uniform for everyone who works in pharmacy in Russia. Don't know about us.
She's probably the one that made the phone call that said, we have a robot that needs maintenance. So she's watching to make sure the guy fixes the robot. So she's a little bit concerned that, you know, the robot gets fixed. So she's watching. Yeah.
Yeah, good. And you know, we kind of concerned that robots will take our jobs, but we can see that job still exists. You know, we can be support engineer for these bots. We can fix them. Yes.
If you have the training, yeah. Who's going to train you to be a robot repairman?
I don't know.
Colleges don't do it. Yeah.
Okay. Sergey, could you please describe this picture?
Yeah, in this picture we can see old style morgue, and it's located in old style building, and we can see a bridge between two buildings, and it's a popular decision to fix some problems for communication between old building. In the center of this photo, it's a, I don't know, maybe it's a car, it's previous car. Some people looks like on the fire. From windows, we can see black cover,
track of the fire.
Black paint. And in the center of this photo, the head of morgue is calling to the police. I don't know.
He's
And
calling
teacher
Georgie. He's calling Georgie, I think.
Mhm.
Georgie,
And
come here.
It usually mentions this burglar bars, right? So metal bars on the window. So, and it's very used. It's common on kind of municipality buildings in Russia. So they protect first floor, just I don't know, just in case from thieves, from everything.
Yeah.
And usually, do you connect buildings like this with a bridge? No.
Sometimes, not often. Usually only if the person owns both buildings.
Yeah,
but for private buildings that different owners, no.
Usually it's the case because of during the winter in Russia to cross the road it could be a long time. So you dressing up, then you walk 20 meters and you have to undress. So to mitigate this, we build these bridges. And another country that I know very popular of these bridges is hot country. It's kind of Saudi Arabia, because they don't want to go to the hot climate abroad, outside.
Yeah.
Okay, another morgue. It's what is this? Let me find something interesting. Oh, this one. Nesma, would you like to describe this picture?
This is a meeting with the board and the minister, and